folks, my name is Joe Sasso and this is Puree Made Easy. We're in June of 2025 and I'll be producing Puree Made Easy videos which will be solely dedicated to dysphagia cuisine. And my focus will be on puree foods. These videos are intended for people with dysphagia, the home caregiver, and the healthcare food service professional. So let's get right to it. Hey folks, Joe Sasso here for Puree Made Easy. Today we are making waffles. We're making breakfast today, waffles with scrambled eggs and potatoes. This is how it would be typically served. We have waffles pureed, scrambled eggs pureed, and hash browns all pureed. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into molds. And we're going to serve it in waffle molds. We have this Savrin mold that we're going to use. And we have a round circle mold for the potatoes, very simple. In dysphagia cuisine, pureed foods, modified texture foods, for breakfast, there aren't any industry standard breakfast molds. There are no waffle molds, no egg molds, potato molds. I use this mold that I found online for pancakes. And here, this bread mold is industry standard, made by Simply Thick, but it is designed for bread. And so what I do with this, I'll make bread sandwiches in future videos, but I make French toast with this as well, and you've seen that in previous videos. So we're going to take our puree product, turn them into the molds, and then we're going to bake them. We spray all of our molds so that they come out easy. And for the waffle, as we did with the French toast and the pancakes, we add a little brown sugar into the mold, just a tiny bit, a little color. And we're going to add a little cinnamon to it. So the cinnamon gets it a little color as well. So when we sprinkle a little bit on. And then we'll spray again. And then we're going to have a nice presentation for the waffles. Place our waffle mixture in the mold. And spread it all around. There we go, nice and smooth. All the edges are done. Same process for the eggs. And we press it all the way down. All right, so very simple, very easy process. All you're doing is taking your pureed foods and you're putting them into the molds to cook. And then lastly, we have our potato. We swap daily. We could do sausage one day, ham another day, potatoes another day, or we can do sausage and potatoes, kind of whatever you like to do. This has nice color to it. It's not white. You know, we mix it with the peppers and onions and everything. Flavor it as you normally would. And there you go. Voila. So the next step we're going to do, we put plastic wrap on top. We're going to put it in another dish. Aluminum foil. If we're going to bake it in the oven, 350 degrees for 15 minutes to get an internal temperature of 155 degrees. So here we have our plastic wrap on top. So the biggest complaint has been in the past that when people use molds, that they would be brown on the top, they would get dried out. But if you put plastic wrap right on top of it, it will never get dried out. It'll be perfect, perfect. Then we will protect the plastic wrap by putting aluminum foil on top. And as I mentioned before, 350 degrees, 15 minutes in the oven to approximately 155 internal temperature. And if you were putting it in a microwave, you would just put it in just like this for about 1.5 minutes. Okay, our purees are all heated to the correct temperature, ready to be plated. What we're going to do, we're going to serve with our waffles, like we did with our French toast and with our pancakes, is we're going to serve maple syrup with it. The syrup is just a little too thin, and we're going to thicken it up slightly. we use a product called Simply Thick Easy Mix Gel. This gel is used to thicken beverages and food as well too. And there's a ratio chart of how many pumps per ounces. Here in this particular case, I have 2 ounces of syrup, and I'm just going to use 1 pump of gel to slightly thicken it. I'm going to stir it up. It takes approximately about 30 seconds to thicken completely, and it'll hold its thickening velocity. See how nice and thick it is? Okay. Let this sit here while we're plating. The first item we're going to plate will be our waffle. Smooth the edge around so it'll be easier to plate. So. And we're going to lift it up. We're going to tilt. I'm going to push it down. Slowly lift up. And there you have it. There's your waffle. You have a little color in here with the brown sugar and the cinnamon, so it looks a little brown. Otherwise, it'll look completely white and unattractive. We're going to add our egg savarin to it. We have I left a little lip here over here so I can hold on to it, and I can push it in the center for easy release. And lastly, we have our hash brown, home fries, potatoes to go with this dish. This comes out nice and easy like so. And we'll garnish it with a little raspberry sauce. You can make blueberry sauce. You could make it fresh. You could purchase something. Don't have to use it. Whatever you like. We'll do a couple little dollops here to have fun. And then we are going to pour our maple syrup on, slightly thickened. On whatever you want. A nice presentation. So here you have waffles, scrambled eggs, and potatoes all pureed to the proper consistency. We have a fork test. Here you go. Look how beautiful that is. The puree should come up off the tines like that. Oh, look how smooth and beautiful that is. And then we have our eggs as well too. Okay. Waffles, syrup, roasted potatoes, and scrambled eggs. Well, that wraps it up for today, folks. Thank you for joining me. For any questions, please send an email to joseph@pureemadeeasy.com. I'm Joe Sasso for Puree Made Easy, and I'll see you next time.